Is your kid a picky eater? And do you struggle to get your kids to eat their fruits and vegetables? Well, today on Soul Food Kitchen, we're going to show you some healthy meals and snacks that are great for kids, and it's going to help you introduce these things into their diet. In a world that's laden with processed foods covered in sugar, salt, oil, whole foods found in their natural state have become less and less appealing to our kids' taste buds. Now, did you know that our children's taste buds are being developed with everything that they eat, especially in the first few years of their life? So if unhealthy foods have been quite predominant part of their diet, helping your children to love their fruits and vegetables can be quite tricky. But in whatever stage of parenthood you're in, whether your child is an infant or just starting on solid foods, or they're older, and you're ready to help them to make some changes, a little consistency and some key tips can go a really long way. So I'm going to give you 5 tips now to help put fruits and vegetables into their diet. Tip number 1 is to be the example. Now, if we're going to be asking our kids to eat healthy food, we ourselves must be modeling that to them. So they really watch what we're doing, and so we need to ourselves be eating these types of foods. Tip number 2 is to stock up and to eliminate. So you want to start eliminating from your pantry, from your fridge, all the junk foods, all the processed foods that they're going to gravitate towards too. And you want to stock up full of fruits and vegetables so you have a nice big fruit bowl so it's so easy to go grab that. Tip number 3 is to let them help you in the kitchen. Now this makes it really fun, and if they're going to help you make something in the kitchen, they're more likely going to eat it because they've had a part to play in making that meal. Now tip number 4 is to make fruits and veggies fun and exciting, and you can do this by decorating the way that it's presented in different cool ways. Now we all know that the way something's presented, appealing to our eyes, is actually really important in when we eat food. So I'm going to show you some things later on in this cooking demo on how you can do that. Now tip number 5, the last one, is to be consistent. Now this is really important when you're introducing something new, something that they don't like. They might throw tantrums, they might want to do it, but good to know that our taste buds actually are renewed every 10 to 14 days. So at the beginning, they may not like it, but if you keep being consistent, you will realize they'll start to like these things that they once didn't like. And that goes the same with us. So I have something else to share with you that's really exciting. We have this free giveaway. Now this, we mentioned in our last cooking demo that if you joined this cooking demonstration, that you can walk away with a free copy of this cookbook. Now it's not really a cookbook, it's more like a booklet. And this is by Dr. Sue Rad, who has an award-winning best-selling book called Food as Medicine. Now this book isn't Food as Medicine, but this has excerpts from that cookbook. So this actually has 12 delicious plant-based recipes, and it also has a lot of health information in it. Dr. Sue Rad talks about lifestyle factors, cancer, diabetes, and all these recipes that will really help you in your health journey. So if you want to get your free copy of this little cookbook, then please give us your email. So then I can then respond to your email and ask you for your postal address. So what you can do is just put your email in the comment section of this video. So whether we're on Facebook or you're on YouTube watching, just put your email there and we will get this copy to you after we find out your address. Now you can also private message our Facebook page, the Blue Haven Seventh-day Adventist Community Church Facebook page. You want to private message us, and you can actually just send us your address there as well if you want. So now we're going to get into the fun part, which is the cooking. I'm going to hand it over to Liz, and she's going to show us a delicious vegan mac and cheese.
Hi, good evening and welcome back to our cooking classes. This is November. Where's the year gone? It's flying. I'm really excited about tonight. Guess what I'm cooking? The kids will love it. Who doesn't like macaroni cheese? But I am going to show you a healthy version with no dairy products, very low in fat, high in nutrition. It's great if children are lactose intolerant, dairy intolerant, there's none of that in it. And also you can make this with the normal regular pasta, or you can get the gluten-free pasta. So for those that are intolerant to gluten, the option's there for you as well. So this mum, dad, if you're up for it, or kids, if you want to make this, Look what we have here. Very few ingredients. We have one potato, one large potato. I'll just give you a, there we go, I've chopped it up already and peeled it. One large carrot, and we have 3 cloves of garlic. So what I'm going to do with this now, so hard, we get our little saucepan and we pop them in the saucepan. 1, 2, well, we can even count. 3. Isn't that easy, kids? And let's just pop that on the stove. And that will take about 15 or 20 minutes. So while that's cooking on the stove, we want it to be really soft, so we don't, because we're going to be using that in our creamy cheese sauce. So while that's going there, we're going to start with our pasta. So I've got a big pot of boiling water here. So we're going to use 500 grams of pasta. So this isn't gluten-free, but you can use gluten-free. You just cook it according to what your pasta tells you to do on the pack. So for this one, it's 8 minutes in some salty water. So there we go. How easy is that? Just some pasta in a big pot. We're just going to add a little bit of salt to that. Okay. Now, while they're cooking on the stove, we're going to make our creamy, cheesy, yummy sauce. Now, remember, in this sauce there is no dairy and it's low in fat and it's very tasty. In our cheese sauce, we have a cup of cashews, half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes. If you're not familiar with nutritional yeast flakes, they've become very popular. They give that real earthy, cheesy taste to things. I'll just show you. I'll use the Bragg's brand, but you can get it in Woolworths or Coles or the health food shop. Also, we have turmeric. We have half a teaspoon of turmeric. That's for colouring. We love turmeric, don't we? We have 4 tablespoons of lovely fresh lemon juice, and we have half a cup of water. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get my blender. I'm going to place our ingredients, and if kids are watching, this is really easy. Look, kids and mum and dad, half a cup of cashews, half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, half a cup of water, and our turmeric. Now we want to make sure when we blend this, we blend it really well. So depending on what sort of mixer you use, we want to make it lovely and smooth. So the smoother it is, the creamier it is, and the more it'll blend through the pasta. So let's get to it and we'll get our cheese sauce lovely and smooth. Okay, so I'm just going to add to the ingredients that I popped in my blender, the potato, the carrot and the garlic. Okay, now I've finished blending all our ingredients for the cheese sauce and it looks like a lovely orangey cheesy sauce. So I've drained the pasta that we've been cooking, so all we have to do now is stir our cheesy sauce into the pasta. Look at that rich colour, isn't it delicious? I know you kids will love it, mum and dad, you'll love it. Look how quick it's been to put this together. Also, I just want to remind you, the next person coming up is Amy. She's going to be showing us some yummy sausage rolls. I know that you'll love them, so we look forward to that with Amy. Okay, so I'm just going to stir that through. Now for a bit of colour, I'm just going to add some baby spinach. All right, so mum, dad and kids, Here we have our macaroni cheese, all dairy free, gluten free if you'd like, and with a little bit of spinach on top. Nutritious, easy to make, and a quick, easy go-to meal that I know the whole family will love. Look forward to seeing you in our December, where we're going to do a couple of little Christmas treats. So I'll hand it over to Amy.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy, and as Leah mentioned, we are making kid-friendly meals or sides for meals today. So today I'm making sausage rolls. I have actually good memories of when I was a kid of my mum's homemade sausage rolls. So I thought today that's what I will make. So to a blender, we will add 2 cups of nuts or seeds. But today I am using 1 cup of walnuts, and they're high in omega-3 fatty acids, and 1 cup of sunflower seeds, which is high in protein and rich in healthy fats. So we're going to add this first to the blender, and then we'll add the other ingredients afterwards. So I'm going to go put that in the blender. Then we'll add 1 cup of oats, which is a good source of fiber and antioxidants. We will add 1 chopped onion, 1 veggie stock. Now I make my own, so like that's a veggie stock cube. So I can do that. 1 tablespoon of tamari, which is like a soya sauce. We got a potato, 1 medium potato, half a teaspoon of salt, and 3 teaspoons of mixed herbs. Now I will go and blend all those up. So now that we've blended it, I'm going to place a few lines on the pastry. Now the pastry I have today is a store-bought one. It's a vegan one that you can get in Woolies or Coles, just quick and easy, but you can do it yourself if you would like. So this is where we get our hands a bit dirty, or messy, I should say. And we'll just make a line here. This is how I do it anyway. I'm sure there's more fancier ways, but this works. I'm just going to quickly go rinse my hands, water. And then we roll it. Roll it over like this, so you can see what I'm doing. Now, depending on what size you want, you can make them big, so you can have really big ones, or you can make them just little ones. So today I'm just going to make little tiny ones. And then, oh, didn't cut that one properly. Then we will add it to our baking tray, which we will put in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes and on 180 degrees Celsius. So this is something that, again, you can use as a snack on the go. You could make a really big one and have it for a meal because it has a lot of good healthy ingredients in it, or you can have it as a side, or maybe even finger food, like you've got some friends over or family over or something, and yeah, when you're hosting people, something that is good for some finger food too. So yeah, give it a go. I hope you enjoy. Really simple and easy, and definitely healthy too. So enjoy. Bye.
One of the tips that I told you about earlier was to make the fruits and vegetables fun and creative and appealing to the eye. And this goes a really long way to kids wanting to actually eat the food that's on their plate. So I'm going to show you some ones right now that I've made. And one of them is a fruit face plate. Fruit face plate. It's actually quite hard to say. And here we have a face, and this is made from some banana chopped up. We've got some raspberries here and a kiwi fruit, and as you can see, very simple to do, and you can use whatever fruit you like. You could use oranges, you could use blueberries. The sky's the limit depending on what's in season for you. But yeah, I've just put some nut butter on here and sprinkled it with some coconut as well. So that gives us our healthy fats as well. And you can use, I've used peanut butter for this one, but you could use almond butter, cashew butter, any nut butter if your children are allergic to peanuts. So a fruit face plate, try that. It's really fun actually to make as well. Another way of getting them to eat is, this one is called ants on a log. Now, we've got here a log and the ants are here sultanas or raisins. And so we've just cut up some celery, as you can see, and we've filled it with peanut butter, so you can use whatever nut butter you like. And then we put some raisins on top. And so this is called ants on a log. Super fun, super creative for the kids, and they would love to eat the little ants on a log. And the other thing I'm going to show you is smothered boats. So what you'll do for this one is you'll just get a banana, peel it, and you're just going to, I'm just going to cut that bit off, and you're just going to halve this banana to make 2 boats. And I'll just chop this down the middle. So we've got our boats now. Oh, and now we're just going to do the same thing as we're going to get some peanut butter as well. Yeah, you can use Brazil nut butter or almond butter, but who doesn't love peanut butter? If you're not allergic to it, I know that I love peanut butter. And you want to get one that's actually healthy. So not the ones that are added with sugar and salt and oil. And then we're just going to put some peanut butter onto our banana, smother it on there. So these are called smothered boats. Super easy to make, a really good snack. You could have it with breakfast. I mean, these things don't take much time or effort at all. And then to add in some extra yumminess and goodness is to sprinkle some hemp seeds. So if you don't have hemp seeds, that's fine. You could use, some pepita seeds, but you're just going to sprinkle some hemp seeds, and this is going to give it nice protein, omega-3 fats, and literally that's all you do, and we have smothered boats, and these are yum, 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 super delicious. You could also put raisins on here as well if you wanted to, but if your kids don't really like raisins or sultanas, perfect snack. Now, the last recipe I'm going to show you is a fruit popsicle, or a fruit ice block as we call them here in Australia. So it is coming into summer, and we all like to have a nice, cool, refreshing ice block on that hot summer day. And this recipe is full of just good things, nothing bad, nothing naughty. And so this one is called a strawberry red popsicle, and I actually think it should be called strawberries and cream, but I'm just going to show you what you're just going to need. 2.5 cups of strawberries, and I've used fresh ones and frozen ones because I didn't have enough fresh ones. And you're going to need, as a sweetener, I've got 2 tablespoons of honey here, and also we're going to need half a teaspoon of lemon juice and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now the lemon juice is important to put in here because it helps balance out the flavors as well. And I've also got here 3/4 cup of coconut yogurt. Literally all we're going to do is put all these things into the blender, blend them up, and then we're going to put them into some molds and freeze them. So very, very simple. So let's put our strawberries in the blender. Just bring the blender here, that might be easier. So all those strawberries in here. Now you can make this recipe with other fruits, so you don't have to use strawberries, but today we're doing the strawberry one. You could use blueberries, frozen pineapple, or pineapple, mango. Here we've got to put in our honey. Now, depending on the sweetness of the fruit, is going to be dependent upon how much honey you put in there. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of honey just for this amount. But if you say your strawberries are a bit tart, sometimes they can be, you might want to put in a little bit more honey so it tastes nice and sweet for you and the kids. So then we've got our lemon juice and our vanilla extract. And also our coconut yogurt, 3/4 cup of coconut yogurt. Now I should have actually told you, you meant to put the coconut yogurt in first to the blender because it actually needs the liquid stuff down the bottom first to help it blend. So let's hope it all works for us right now. But just note that the coconut yogurt should have gone in first. But we'll see how we go. So now we've got all of that in there. We're just going to chuck that on there and blend it up. It worked perfectly, so that's good. I'm just going to use my spatula and sort of get the coconut yogurt in there as well that's flicked up. Now you want to blend this for about a minute because you want it to be really smooth. You want a nice smooth mixture so when you freeze it, it has a good texture. So I'm just going to shove that back on there. Okay, we've blended it all up and it smells really yummy. So here we have our blend. And what you're going to do now is you're going to get some popsicle molds. So I actually just found these at my local sort of, I don't know what you call it, like a reject shop, Hot Dollar, those type of things. It had these in there. I've actually already made some earlier, so I'll just show you what it looks like. So once you've put them in the freezer, to get them out, and this is what they look like. So cool, so they just smell so good and perfect for a hot day, perfect for a little snack and dessert for the kids. And to get them out, once you've put them in the freezer, you take them out and you just want to run some hot water on them so it kind of loosens it up. So then you can pull them out easily because they don't just come out very easily. So what you'll do is you just pour your mixture in there. And then you put the little stick on top. Now the other ones I've already done, so I can't put anything in there. So here's now we just put that on top. And then you'd pop that in the freezer. Now you keep this 8 hours in the freezer or overnight. They'll be nice and frozen. Now, if you don't have these molds, you can still make this recipe without having the molds. And all you have to do is be a bit creative. So what you'll need is some paddle pop sticks and a plastic cup. Now, I found this little plastic cup that I have in my house, or you could just use like a normal plastic cup. So all you would do is you just put your mixture in there. And then you'd stick your paddle pop stick in there and then you just put that in the freezer. Now I did that as well and I ran this under hot water and it did take a little long to get out, but it did get out eventually. Well, let's see if it will do it for me now. Yep. So this one's a lot bigger, as you can see, from this small one. But hey, who doesn't want a big icy pole? So you can use what you have. Like I said, you don't need to have this mold. And I would love to just have a nice bite of this right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it back in its mold. And you can keep these in the freezer for up to 2 to 3 months. So yeah, super fun and easy. This is just a really basic recipe. You can look online and find other fruits to put in. Be creative, a mango one with coconut, that would be really delicious as well. So try these out. Start getting fruits and vegetables into your kids' diet and into your diet. Like, I can't wait to try the mac and cheese recipe. That looks really awesome, and the sausage rolls. And these fun new ways, I really encourage you to start doing these things earlier on in your children's lives so that they get their taste buds used to eating these types of foods. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's cooking demonstration. Don't forget, if you want your free offer, don't forget to put your email address in the comment section. And also, if you want all these recipes, we can get them to you when you put your email in the comments of this video. So next time, it will be our last one for this series for the year for Soul Food Kitchen. And so we're going to be doing Christmas treats. So it's coming up to Christmas time, and a lot of the time we're eating foods and sugars and chocolates and all these things that really aren't really helpful for our health. But you know what? You don't have to sacrifice on taste and treats. You can actually have both of them and health. So next time, tune into our December one, and we're going to be showing you some delicious, healthy Christmas treats. So we'll see you there next time.